my God. Here comes Mia. Set dressing.
Good morning and welcome to the Big O here at beautiful Eugene. I'm Megatron, joined by John Maddening and
that's
Double
me.
H.
Hey, that's
Good
her.
morning.
How's it going?
It's going great. I brought donuts.
And they're crawlers, so that's even better.
Yeah,
This
delicious.
The best donut, scientifically proven.
True story. This is the 5th year of the Big O, and I'm happy to be back at the Big O Afterglow desk. Though I guess this is the
Foreplay.
foreplay, the pre-glow,
Yes.
or something.
We call it foreplay on the East Coast.
Oh, that's a thing?
We're 3 hours ahead always.
I don't know. I'm from the Midwest, so I have no idea what anybody's talking about.
This is my favorite tournament of the year. I love it.
Wait, what?
It's my favorite tournament of the year.
That's it. I'm out of here.
No offense to ECD.
The WFTDA playoffs and championships.
Oh, yeah, no, I have
That's
no
the hat
idea.
I'm wearing
Yeah,
today.
I got none of that.
You're wearing a hat.
And a beard.
Oh.
This is all
See?
fake.
I didn't see Bam Bam here, so I don't know.
Hashtag good morning, everyone.
So as you can imagine, this is a little looser than a lot of tournaments you may be used to.
Yes.
We're here to have fun. There's 35 teams here from all over the world, literally all over the world. And over the course of the next 3 days, 51 games will be
51?
played. I believe it's 51.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but it's over 50.
That's a lot of games.
I ran out of fingers and toes.
One of the cool things about the Big O is that we always have international teams, and we've got 4 international teams. Let me scroll down on my notes. The VRDL, they've been here for 3 years. They were here last year and the year before. And Helsinki, they were here last year. And Aldriki, they were here not last year, but the year before. And then Terminal City, they've been here every year of
Well,
the Big O.
they're very close.
Right.
So that's nice. Oh, hello.
You could no, that's cool. We're not live or
Yeah,
anything.
no worries.
When you said loose, you meant
I meant
very
it,
loose.
yeah.
Real loose.
So
And-
it's hosted by the Emerald City Roller Derby
Yes.
right here in Eugene, Oregon. Is this their regular venue?
Sometimes they
Okay.
have here and the Willamette Center, which is over in
Willamette Lane?
Yes, over in Springfield. Willamette. I think the cool thing for me with ECRD is when they started their season last year, they were ranked 108th. This year,
Oh, yeah.
they are starting their season ranked 38th. So they had a 70-point jump in a season. They played in the Division II playoffs last year, and this year they are working to play in the Division I playoffs. So,
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the home team, the people that are putting all this on.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's always great to see these teams that come, not literally from out of nowhere, but seemingly from out of nowhere, who might have been working for a long, long time and just not have as much luck, not have as much success as you'd like, but getting up into the big time. It's always fantastic to see new faces, new uniforms, as
I
it
think
were.
it's exciting to see growth and movement no matter what, because there are now so many teams
Yeah.
within the WFTDA
Yeah.
that statistically it's getting harder and harder to move throughout the rankings. So to see any movement like that is really exciting.
So if you are watching this, you probably already know all of the teams that are going to be here, but shall we go through them? Should we,
Sounds like a good
should we
idea.
do a
Do
quick
that.
laundry list? So we've got Angel City from Los Angeles, both their A and their B teams. We have Arch Rival from St. Louis, Aldriki from Scotland, Bay Area Derby, which they're not the girls anymore. They're still bad. Just Bay Area Derby from the San Francisco area. Denver Roller Derby, both their A and their B team. Emerald City, the host league. Helsinki from Finland. Minnesota. They're
also almost from Finland.
Minnesota, not from Finland.
A lot of Finnish folks. I'm a quarter Finnish, so I'm always rooting for them.
Speaking of Finnish, go
Mojaka.
ahead, Megatron.
Minnesota from St. Paul.
Absolutely.
Not from Minneapolis,
No.
as I've been told.
The only thing from Minneapolis is Prince.
Was
Is.
Prince.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Prince. We got the Rat City Rollergirls from my hometown of Seattle, Washington. Rocky Mountain Rollergirls also from Denver. Rose City, both of their A and their B team from Portland. Also current holders of the Hydra Trophy. Sacred City out of Sacramento. Santa Cruz out of Santa Cruz. Terminal City from Vancouver, British Columbia. The Texas Rollergirls, both their A and their B team from Austin. Victorian Roller Derby League. I got it right this time, from Victoria, Australia. And the Windy City Rollers from Chicago, Illinois, because only idiots pronounce the S.
Oops.
I thought you were going to say only idiots pronounce it Illinois.
Illinois? They're, the Team Illinois shirt has the banner. It says only idiots pronounce the S. It's one of my favorite state logos. We've also got men's and juniors teams. We have the Bridgetown Menace, the men's team from Portland, Denver's Ground Control, the Lane County Concussion, the home men's team, Minnesota Men's Roller Derby, Puget Sound Outcasts from the Seattle area, San Diego Aftershocks, St. Louis Gatekeepers, Texas Outlaws Men's Roller Derby, and the Vancouver Murder, which is one of my favorite names in men's roller derby. And then junior teams from Angel City, Emerald City, Fort Collins in Colorado, Rose City, and Santa Cruz.
Excellent.
So we've got there's a lot going on this weekend.
I was just looking at just basically the ranking numbers, the WFTDA ranking numbers. We have number 62, number 48, number 38, number 29, number 26, 16, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 2. And, like you said before, the current WFTDA champions and holders of the coveted Hydra Trophy, the Rose City Rollers.
Yes.
There's
And
a lot of great teams out here tonight.
so last year at Champs, we saw Rose City. They defeated Gotham. That was one of the best games I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
The day before, Victoria played Gotham, and that came down to just
3
a handful
points.
of
Oh,
points.
ridiculous.
That was a super exciting game. I'm very curious as to what's going to happen this year, because every team is different in significant ways than they were at the end of Champs last year.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a good thing. I
Yeah.
know that there's been a lot of controversy, I use air quotes, controversy, about movement within a lot of the top teams. And I actually think it's really healthy for competition because it spreads skill around, and specifically, you know, in the non-top two teams, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
VRDL got Sarelson, which
Yep.
was awesome, and Mick Swagger's back on skates. So these are the types of things that are really exciting in terms of skill building within a team's skill set to see within those top teams.
Yeah, and
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
well, I was going to say, we've got teams like Bay Area that are missing a whole group of skaters. You know, I was talking to Lulu Lockjaw, and I was like, I'm really excited to see you at the Big O. And she was like, I'm not going to be there. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? So, like, lots of surprising changes for me, looking at the lists and, you know, looking at Flat Track stats as I was researching for this weekend, and then coming and looking at the sports information desk numbers and rosters, going, that doesn't look right.
Well, and then there's people who are so associated with a team that, like Tui Leon has moved over here. We have Harmony Killebrews moved down to arch rival, and then Brickyard moved back up to Minnesota. So
Right.
it's moving. All folks are moving around, and of course the big story is in Denver. Just such.
Right.
I think they had 4 players from last season's charter remaining when they started this season.
Yeah. And, you know, we watched Rocky Mountain
I was
versus
gonna say,
Helsinki
they
last
had a
night.
close bout last
And
evening.
Rocky Mountain is completely new.
Yep.
You know, I know Assault and Peppa, I know Shihu, Fiona Grapple, and for the most part, everyone else was brand new to me.
And I think
so-
that Assault and Peppa has played something like over 150 consecutive games for Rocky Mountain over 10 years.
Yeah, she
That's
had
huge.
147 games,
Yep.
and then had a work trip or something, so missed a game. And now last night was her first
That's
game
impressive.
moving
Oh, wow.
forward, so now she has to restart her streak.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Right. So let's scroll down on our notes. We are going to kick things off over here with arch rival versus Terminal City. Over on track 2, we've got men's action with Lane County, the home team, versus the team from the north, Vancouver Murder. And then over on track 3, we've got B team action with Rose City versus Texas. And I would love to talk to you, Double H, about we're being broadcast live on WFTDA.tv all weekend long. We're going to be on WFTDA.tv.
You can say it. You got it.
And except for 2 games tomorrow, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
I can. We had been talking with the Big O for a couple of months about the possibility of doing 2 games. The Big O is a fantastic recognized tournament for the WFTDA, and as you've said, not just because of the number of games that they've had, but because of the caliber of teams and the diversity of teams that they're able to get. So it's not just about top teams, it's about teams from around the world being able to come and compete here. And it's just such an excellent culture for us to be able to showcase within the WFTDA. We had in WFTDA broadcast always really wanted to do something besides just that championships broadcast on ESPN3. And this was the perfect opportunity to be able to do that. We are going to showcase Rose City versus VRDL for the first game tomorrow right here from track 1. And then the second game is going to be Angel City versus Texas. Those are 2 teams that have had some very interesting changes.
I'm excited about both of those games, especially the Rose City versus VRDL. And it's, you know, especially since we don't know what either of these teams are going to look like. You know, like on paper, it's going to be a fantastic game. So hopefully.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of people were really wanting to happen last November at championships in St. Paul, and for a few short moments they thought it just might, and at the last minute Gotham pulled out that win. And
it's a good game.
It was a great game. So many good games last year, and we're going to start the year off right here with some awesome games, I'm sure. A whole bunch of just kind of seeing where people are at. There's been a few teams that have moved around and played like a single game or a couple games, but we want to see, this is the first real good triangulation of where everyone is at this moment in time.
One of the questions that we got on Twitter from Terabyte, you can tweet at us. We have a Twitter account. It's Big O Afterglow, all one word. And we're going to be checking that all weekend. You can ask us questions or heckle us or whatever, and we'll talk about you.
Or ask us questions about heckling.
Yeah.
We know how to do it.
I'm good at that.
You are.
I'm decent.
And Bay Area is here, so, you know.
It's true.
It's
true.
They're the best at it.
Terabyte wants to know our early picks for Big O MVP. And one of the things, if you are this is your first time watching the Big O, every year at the end of the weekend, they take all of the MVPs from all of the games and they form a team, and that team takes on
the Justice League?
The
sort of.
Voltron comes together.
Yeah, they Voltron together to
Yes.
take on Team USA.
Okay. Yeah.
So Team USA shows up, and they take on the Big O MVPs. Terabyte wants to know overall Big O MVP early pick. Do you have a
Well,
thought?
I don't have a pick, but I have a line of thinking that I see us trending towards, which I personally love, and that is the strength of blockers. And the ability of blockers to influence gameplay tremendously. And I think we're seeing a tremendous diversity within the skill set of blockers, particularly over the last season. Offense and defense are becoming very specialized roles within any given pack. I think some skaters are able to do that really well. One of the standouts I thought this season, last season coming into this season, was a captain from Angel City, Honey Brasco.
Yeah.
So she is someone who's got a positional blocking skill. She's got hard, soul-sucking hits, and that is what makes this game exciting and dynamic. So what I would love to see, and what I'm predicting, is that over the next year we start to see these MVP awards go more and more to blockers.
I like it.
Yeah, I think easy money goes to Scald Eagle, of course.
Right.
I
You
I
may know
wouldn't
her
take any
from such articles as ESPNW's recent.
You might know her from Champs in Milwaukee when Val Capone said, "Hey, you're walking home to the hotel from the after party. Why don't you walk with Scald Eagle here?" And I was like, "Okay, well, is she protecting me or am I protecting?" I think it's the first. But obviously everybody knows her. She's a fantastic player. She's been MVP before.
Coca-Cola drinker.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Really?
Where's those
Yes.
advertising ones? But I'm going to be a homer here, and I'm going to say because we have there can be MVPs that are not already on Team USA because they have to take on Team USA on Monday, or on Sunday night rather. And I'm going to be a homer and say Gertrude Stein of Minnesota Rollergirls, number 727. Trudy has just been a phenomenal blocker. She's fast, she's lean, she just jumps around all over the place, and she hits hard. And I think that she is one of the main reasons that Minnesota was able to actually get through and get into champs last year. And I think she's going to show a lot of awesome stuff here on the track this weekend.
I am going to go with the team that I'm most excited to watch this year. Like, I love watching Terminal City every year. Like, I love that they're here every year. But Angel City is here this year. They're one of the teams that, with all of the changes that have been being made, they look super solid. And they have Tui Lion that is going to supplement or add to their Sequoias. So I think that on your line of thinking with blocking, I think that Tui Lion, in addition to that group of teammates that she's going to have helping her, is going to be a standout. So.
And I think it's going to be fun to see what she brings to the Sequoias and to that very traditional, formalized defense that Angel City has typically brought. I mean, those VRDL blockers are so close and physical and constantly touching each other. And
that was really weird.
It can get weirder.
Yeah.
It's very early yet. But it's a very physical, very team-oriented mentality that VRDL has developed. Very touchy-feeling. And typically that has not been Angel City's style. So I'm curious to see whether Tui Lion is able to help them adapt to that way of thinking a little more, or the reverse, if they've moved Tui Lion into a little bit more of a less touchy-feely role.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, whether these new transfers change the teams they go to, whether the teams change the transfers, or whether they are able to, and probably the best thing, to change each other, take the best parts of both bits, and create, again, a super derby team.
It's going to be very exciting. Now, going back to the broadcast of what we're doing in the WFTDA.tv, what else can our viewers expect from the WFTDA lineup for the rest of the season?
We've got, I have to say, we've got a new programming manager, Agent Cherry Maimher from Columbia Quad Squad, and she has done an awesome job going around the world to find games and events for the normal WFTDA.tv league-produced content. She's done an awesome job. We had the tournament from Okinawa a couple weeks ago, the tournament from France last weekend. So we're really making a concerted effort to kind of get out there and bring content that wouldn't normally be terribly promoted into the fold, because it's all WFTDA member content that we're super interested in promoting. And in terms of playoffs, I happen to have the list of playoffs right here, which is very, very exciting. And we announced that just a couple months ago. Division 2 is going to kick off in Wichita, hosted by ICT, and then we go to Lansing. I will be going to all of these, by the way. So
Of course you are.
we will definitely report out on the donut situation from Lansing. Montreal, Columbia, Vancouver. So there's your Terminal City influence. And Madison. Madison is actually hosting the WFTDA annual meeting this year. So I get to hang out with Mad Roland Dolls twice this year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to recover. But championships, of course, just being hosted up Interstate 5 in Portland, Oregon.
That's going to be fun.
Hosted by Rose City Rollers. And I couldn't ask for a better host league for this particular year. We have teams from around the world coming to Rose City's house to try to get the Hydra. So protect this house has got to be their mantra.
Absolutely. You and I were talking earlier about all of these transfers that have been happening, and one of the teams that is going to be trying to take the Hydra is Gotham. What are your thoughts?
Isn't it weird to just say that?
Yeah.
After 5 years.
I don't know. That's weird. Like, I think it's going to be exciting because of the changes that have been being made.
Yes.
They look solid, and they have V-Diva, which is the source of much consternation on the internet.
And I don't quite understand why, because I think right now the WFTDA is a place where skaters are paying their own way to participate in the sport. And so you got to do what makes you happy. You got to do what you feel is best for your career as a roller derby skater. And I think that we've seen that not just with Gotham, we've seen that with a lot of the top 5 teams so far this year. I mean, Texas has had Kellums come in, so and Freight Train came in last season, so it's not like what you're actually talking about is a very specific instance that I think bothers people or rubs people the wrong way, but it's happening everywhere.
I personally, I think that that's because there was an ESPN article about that one transfer, right? We didn't see an ESPN transfer about Rose City losing Saracen to VRDL
we also
or
are just now over the past year getting that ESPNW exposure, right?
Yes.
So I think it maybe feels hyper-focused to us for those two reasons.
Sure. Yeah.
But that having been said, I don't think Gotham's hurting for jammers for sure. And what I love is that a skater like V-Diva, who has come very close to breaking my sternum in scrimmage. Like, these are skaters who are very versatile, that they will put together as a team in the best possible combination. So if they feel that Diva's strength right now is in blocking, she'll do it, and she will murder it.
So come playoffs and championships.
Do not miss it.
You
will not want to miss it.
This is going to be exciting. This is going to be a very exciting season.
So let's go through when we'll be back here the rest of today. So basically every other game on track 1 will be back. So after Victorian versus Bay Area, right here on track 1, we'll do a little post-game show. After Angel versus Denver, and then at the end of the day after Victorian versus Texas. So 2 post-Victorian games tonight.
That's right. And we're going to try our best to get skaters and coaches and whoever to come over and talk to us.
There are donuts now, so
we have
you can
crawlers.
maybe.
But if we can't get anybody, we'll just get double H.
Grace Killey commented and said, "Nice crawlers, dorks." So
hey, all right.
Thanks for watching, Grace Killey.
She's just jealous.
That's true.
Yes. I think that may do it for us.
Yeah.
We are minutes away from arch rival versus Terminal City. That's going to be a fantastic first game of the Big O. We have 3 tracks for you to check out. B teams over on track 3, men's derby on track 2 in half an hour, and Terminal City versus arch rival right here. So stay tuned, and we will see you after Victoria versus Bay Area. And thanks for watching here in Eugene, the Big O. And huge shout out to Tybach, the guys in the truck that are right behind the camera. They are taking amazing care of us, and they're broadcasting the entire week.
There's a truck in this building. I can't believe it.
2 of them. There's one on the other
That's a trailer,
side too.
I think, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
But they're going to be broadcasting the entire weekend, and we're really excited. So
yeah.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you after Victoria versus Bay Area.
That's not our flag, but we'll sing to it.
There we go.
Silly. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot rough in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Stay on your feet, please, and welcome Shady Hawkins for the United States National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, o'er so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to watch some roller derby?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to track 1 here at Big O in Eugene, beautiful Eugene, Oregon. My name is Stay Puft. I'll be joined here momentarily by McGill Gorilla. But I'll get us started. Right here on track 1, we got the Terminal City Rollergirls all the way from Vancouver, British Columbia. Yeah. Our tribal Rollergirls in black.
You can't hear him? Hold on.
Our tribal, of course, being all the way from St. Louis, Missouri.
So we are under action here. First game of the day, and it's going to be Brick Tater with your lead jammer for Arch Rival in black, Terminal City in red, and right off the bat, we're going to have ourselves a track cut call on Eva Perrone. So Brick Tater on her scoring pass here. Working our way through the pack, just a couple left to beat. Gets forced out on the inside, calls that jam off. So let's see, 4 more points on that pass.
That was some nice style that she pulled in there as she called off that jam too. Good start. We do want to give a big shout out and thank you to everybody for joining us here with the live feed of the Big O. This is our first game of what is going to be 3 amazing roller derby days.
Annie Swanson's going to start this jam unopposed as the Terminal City jammer stands in the penalty box.
Terminal City leads the pack up the front to try and give enough time for Aveda Perrone to come out of the penalty box and onto the track.
Nice hit there by Jamheiser-Busch as they work on Aveda Perrone on the outside. Now cycling back to trying to work that outside line, but nothing doing.
We've got both of our jammers now trying to get through their blocking lines. Some solid blocking going on from both of our teams.
A Triforce defensive scheme being used by both squads right now.
Oh, and a nice push through on the outside. That leaves Arch Rival, and Swanson is our lead jammer. 2 lead jams in a row to start this game.
So we have number 10 Arch Rival against number 26 Terminal City here going right now, and now a forearm call on Annie Swanson. So now a power jam here for Aveda Perrone.
That was a pretty huge hit. You could see Scarlet Bloodbath took a little bit of a flying leap there, so she did get a penalty called for that. So let's see if Aveda Perrone is going to be able to get those points back on the board for Terminal.
Nice hit there by Kayla Woodward, forcing Aveda Perrone out to the inside, has to cycle back.
Looks like we've got Flower, Green Machine, and Scarlet Bloodbath. And there was a star pass for Terminal City. So now that is Scarlet Bloodbath who's going to try and put the points on the board. So kind of a signature move there for Terminal.
Yeah, and this jam will go the full 2 minutes as Annie Swanson had lead jammer when that forearm was called.
It looks like Terminal's letting Scarlet Bloodbath do that work there. Oh, wait, no, we do have Aveda Perrone trying to get up in there.
So the power jam comes to an end as Annie Swanson re-enters play. Aveda Perrone is the bridge right now, keeping the pack together. And that jam comes to an end. So 4 points there for Arch Rival. Looks like 5 for Terminal City.
That does bring our score up to, I think that says 13 or 18-5. So we've got a new jammer lining up here for Terminal City. That is Bazinga. This is Bazinga's first game with Terminal City. She was a transfer in from Pile of Bones in Saskatchewan. So this is a pretty exciting moment for us.
Yep, that is Harmony Killer Brews out there for Arch Rival.
Oh, big hit at the front for Palmer to try and block out some of our Arch Rivals.
So Griffith heads to the penalty box, so Terminal City will be down a blocker. Meanwhile, Harmony Killebrew is your lead jammer.
Bizica still trying to make her way through the pack there. The nice formation of the wall here for our arch rival. They keep circling around.
Terminal City with a nice job forcing Harmony Killebrews out to the outside. She does find a seam, however, and is going to pick up 5 points. Grand slam, arch rival.
Arch rival out to a really strong start here. Nice, Bizica has made it out of the pack as our arch rival jammer, Harmony Killebrews, made it up to the front, called that jam off. So arch rival up to 22 points to Terminal City's 5.
So 5 minutes off the clock here early. Arch rival 22, Terminal City 5.
We've got one Terminal City player sitting in our penalty box right now, so we're going to have a 4-on-3 start in our pack, but we do have both of our jammers.
So there's Cupquake out there for arch rival. Cupquake picks up a track cut, so another power jam here for Terminal City early.
And that is Made Insane, who is jamming here for Terminal City.
Chublaka, Kayla Sieber doing a nice job forcing her out of play.
Some nice blocking on the outside line by Molotov. They're doing a great job of guarding that outside line, pushing Made Insane way back. Arch rival's doing a great job with the penalty kill here.
Once again, forced out on the outside by Chublaka.
And Molotov again saw that star pass happen, but it looks like Palmer is going to be the one now who is going to take the star here for Terminal City, as Cupquake has made it, got hit to the outside. And there we go, there's some more points on the board here for Terminal as Cupcake is fighting her way through that wall up at the front of the pack.
So Cupquake in turns 3 and 4 now. Terminal City doing a nice job defensively.
That's Flower Plower, that's up in there. Eve Hollows with a low, nice shot there. I think that was Moulin Bruise that was giving that big hit. Oh, sorry, that was Made Insane.
So that was Cupquake's initial pass, now on a scoring run. And now a back block call on Palmer is going to be a power jam here for arch rival. So here early, a litany of power jams.
We've had how many? That's our third, at least third.
That's our fourth actually. Yeah, 2 for each. Yeah.
Crazy. In our first 8 minutes.
So early morning jitters here.
Maybe it is.
For the jammers.
This is Terminal City's first official tournament of the season as well, too. And the Terminal City is going in with a new coach, Coach Lime. So this is the first time that they haven't had their old coach with them. So there's also maybe a little bit of that in play.
So Bricktator out there for arch rival.
Oh, nice.
And quickly picks up lead jammer.
That was a strong start for Bricktator. She makes really quick work of coming around that track. We still have our Terminal City jammer in the penalty box. Already 5 big points on the board for arch rival.
Bricktator just so strong. You cannot give her any room to work with.
Takes a hit on the outside from Moulin Bruise. That's hits an ink shot. Ink shot able to pull her through to the outside, but it looks like she was too far ahead and she was able to complete that pass.
So 4 more points there for arch rival.
Bricktator does get a hit to the outside. Looks like Sundown is going to try and recycle her back pretty far, and Palmer has made it out of the penalty box and completed her initial pass. Oh, little hit there from Griffith.
Yeah, big hit. So 41-11 the score right now. Arch rival leads Terminal City, 21:04 here on the clock.
Yeah, nice strong start there from arch rival. Again, those few jammer penalties that we've had has maybe kept the score a little bit lower than it could be. Looks like we've got Kim Jana on the line here for Terminal.
And that is Annie Swanson out there for arch rival.
Oh, Swanson just about gets hit out by Eve Hollows, but able to keep her skates up there and has become your lead jammer.
Yeah, Annie Swanson and Brick Tater, very similar styles. They're more punishing, just north-south jammers with some nice moves.
Nice wall going on by Eve Hollows, Flower Plower, and Scarlet Bloodbath trying to do some bridging.
Another star pass there for Terminal City.
That's definitely one of Terminal City's signatures. If your jammer can't get through, pass that star up to the front and get the points.
It has become a popular tactic by many leagues with the changes to the rules.
Yeah, it makes sense. Move the star, get the points.
That's right. Or at least force the other team to call the jam off.
Exactly.
So it will be Harmony Killer Brews out there now for arch rival. It's Aveda Perron out there for Terminal City.
Arch rival again with 30 points up on Terminal City with 21 minutes left on our score. Oh, some nice pushing there by Harmony. She comes out as your lead jammer. Is it a different score? Sorry, I'm looking
No,
at
the
a
score's
different
fine.
score.
The clock is not quite right. It's actually about 19 minutes left here in the first half.
Harmony up to the front. Griffith, Sundown, and Inkshot doing some work. Sundown, or Hits trying to do a little bit of booty blocking to the outside, but Harmony able to make it through. And it does look like Aveda Perron has made her way off the track. I'm not sure if Harmony sees that Aveda Perron. Oh, no, there she does. Wasn't sure if she saw that Aveda Perron was catching up behind her, but she saw it.
Yeah, she was trying to direct the arch rival Rollergirls defense to set up, and it just never really came together.
Yeah, I thought our Aveda had ninja'd up there, but no, great track awareness there for Harmony. Saw her coming.
So 56-11 now, arch rival over Terminal City. We're having some problems here with the overlay, so we'll give you some updates here on the score.
Looks like that's going to be Bazinga is your jammer in red for Terminal. I do like how it's an international match to start out this first game.
So international flavor and a lead jammer there for Terminal City. Cupquake out there for arch rival trying to complete her initial pass.
That is going to put some spring into Terminal City's
Yes.
step here. I'm sure that is going to be appreciated, but she saw that coming. You can see
Yeah.
immediately she came up to the back, dragged herself right off the track even before the whistle went.
So yet another power jam here. Cupquake on the beneficial end here. Picks up 5 points.
We do have one blocker in the box here for Terminal City as well, so there's only 3 players. Looks like Flower Flower is trapped in the back of that line, so there's only 2 defense at the front. Oh, Flower Flower able to make it up, try and help out that wall.
Cupquake trying to take full advantage of the extra space with the missing blocker.
Some great walls going up at the front, but that is going to put a penalty in for Flower Flower, but they were able to slow Cupcake down just a little bit.
Salty in the penalty box for arch rival, so a 3-on-2 pack advantage in favor of arch rival. Sorry, 3-on-3.
No, we do have 2 blockers in the box for Terminal.
Oh, you're correct.
But a Bazinga back on the track here, going to try and get those points going back in Terminal's way.
And another jammer penalty here, a track cut now on Cupquake.
We've barely completed any jams with both of our jammers.
Yeah.
But the Bazinga's going to play hard but clean in this to try and complete this jam on the track. Oh, that was a huge hit up in the front, but our arch rival
Oh.
with a beautiful spin. So Bazinga has put 5 more points on Terminal City side. The first points for in a few jams here for Terminal.
So that takes us to 70 arch rival, 14 Terminal City, 15:49 to go here in the first half of the opening game here of Big O 2016.
Thanks everybody for tuning in bright and early on this Friday morning. Hope your work day is going well and you're able to minimize your screen quickly enough for when your boss comes around.
That's right. It's lunchtime in St. Louis.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations, St. Louis. I hear you have lovely food there.
We do. We do.
And that is Made Insane, who is now going to try and keep that momentum going for Terminal, but that is Cupquake is your lead jammer for Arch Rival.
Yeah, Cupquake taking full advantage of a temporary miscue by Terminal City, not aware of her re-entering play.
Made Insane just about able to keep on her feet for that last pass, but she is going to get recycled back here again.
So 5-point pass there for Cupquake.
That's Shira Powers, who's doing some nice blocking on that inside line, keeping Made Insane in the pack. Cupquake back in the pack again. Terminal trying to do their best to slow that down, but it looks like that jam is over with 4 more points on the board for Arch Rival.
So 79-16 the lead in favor of Arch Rival in what has been a messy first half here. A lot of jammer penalties.
I am going to agree. I don't know whether that's first game nerves for everybody or we're going to see a cleaner second half. I bet you I know they're going to talk about that in the in the half times.
Yeah, Percy Control and the Saint, the bench coaches for Arch Rival, are definitely not going to be pleased with the jammer penalties here.
And we've got Mulan Bruise jamming here for Terminal. Again, this is Mulan's first season and pretty much first sanctioned game here with Terminal as she's a transfer over from Calgary CRDA.
That is Annie Swanson out there for Arch Rival.
Scarlet Bloodbath trying to clear some room for Mulan. Again, the Terminal City blockers getting up to the front to try and complete that wall.
So Arch Rival gets a blocker back and party foul, but loses one in Shublaka. Meanwhile, Annie Swanson, your lead jammer for Arch Rival.
I think Arch Rival is definitely going to be happy with the amount of lead jams that they've pulled into this first period. Mulan still trying to get past that wall. There's some nice blocking going on. Kay Woodward out there doing a lovely job in the back.
Yep, 5 points, grand slam there for Annie Swanson and Arch Rival as they extend their lead.
And Mulan has now made it out of the pack, but we do have Swanson in the pack already, so I'm assuming she's just going to call it off, which she did.
3 more points there to finish off that jam.
No timeouts called yet in this game either.
This has been a pretty fast.
Yeah, we're
just rolling right along here. 12:34 on the clock.
already a nice crowd here joining us in Eugene, Oregon for
beautiful
the Big O.
Eugene,
so nice to
Oregon.
see you. Beautiful, yeah. No, I am definitely going to agree with that. Oh, a nice quick start off the front there by our Terminal City blockers, really calling a no pack, making the arch rival pack have to scoot up to them and allowing the jammers to get through.
Actually ended up drawing a penalty as well on Shira Powers. So a nice little bit of strategery there by Terminal City.
We do have lead jammer here for Harmony, and Kim Jana, your jammer for Terminal City, has just gotten out of the pack, but we do have arch rival up at the front of the pack, and she's calling it off just as Kim Jana hits the back of the pack.
Yeah, Harmony was looking back to her pack, trying to get them to speed up so they could try to kill off some of Shira's penalty.
That was a really interesting start that Terminal
did
there. I really liked that, pulling everybody forward because they had less blockers. So forcing arch rival to move up to the front and give the jammers a little bit more time. Didn't work out in Terminal's favor to get their jammer up to the front, but it was interesting strategy. I think it was a little confusing for everybody out there for a second. Aveda Perot jams out the outside, and she is your lead jammer here for Terminal.
Brick Tater also now free of the pack.
Brick Tater with a nice little move straight up the center. She saw a hole and immediately jumped through it. Oh, speaking of jump.
Little slow on the call off there was Aveda Perot, and that allowed Brick Tater to pick up 3 points So
3 points with a
non-lead
beautiful
jam
apex.
points, yeah.
So we're going to get some more points on the board for Arch Rival. Looks like it is 94-18 is our score currently. Bazinga back on the track for Terminal.
That is Cupquake out there for Arch Rival. She's had a bit of penalty trouble here, as I believe she's already had 2 penalties called on her this morning.
Palmer, Griffith, and Sundown trying to do some blocking up at the front of the pack as we've got Inkshot playing some offense in the back to try and help Bazinga.
Shimmy Hoffa and Party Foul. Now Smarty McFly adding some physicality to the pack.
Oh, McFly.
Meanwhile, Cupquake gets through and is your lead jammer.
And Bazinga immediately saw that and did a star pass to Griffith, but Griffith gets knocked out, and I think she's going to get a cutting the track because Party Foul was able to pull a penalty.
Meanwhile, Cupquake had a really nice spin move on the inside line and picked up a quick 5 points. Second scoring pass here for Cupquake.
Nice move there as Bazinga pushes Inkshot, and that pushes Cupquake to the inside, and Bazinga able to pull Cupquake to the outside as well. Cupquake taking her time pulling back here. They are Arch Rival.
Oh, nice. Worked out in her favor.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a quick jump to that inside line and another easy 5 points there. Not easy. Hard-working 5 points.
They make it look easy.
They do. That's what it was. I was just like, she's like, oh, there she is. And then go on the inside.
So Cupquake forced to the outside, trying to jump back to the inside. Now getting some help there from Smarty McFly.
And we've got Griffith back on the track for Terminal, but she does take a hit out there again. Shira Powers. She's great on that inside line.
Oh, yes, she is.
Looks like Griffith able to complete that pass. That was her first pass. So let's see if Cupquake is going to call it off. Yes, she does. So calls it off before Terminal gets a chance to put any more points on the board. So a nice jump here. We do have Arch Rival over 100 points as our clock is running down for our first period. So Star Spangled Hammer.
Yes.
How was your day? I just don't know if we've introduced ourselves as we started.
Oh, yeah, we kind of got off to a crazy start here this morning.
My name is Dr. Jenny Fever, and we are going to be hanging out here with you. And it looks like that is our first time out here. It looks like Coach Lime for Terminal has called a timeout.
So 3 full days of intense derby action here in Eugene, Oregon at the Big O 2016.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tournaments. I hope everybody everybody who's joining us may have seen it before, but the Big O does such a good job with pulling in so many teams from all over the world and putting in some of the most exciting roller derby especially because it's like the first, well, it's one of the first West Coast big tournaments of the season here. So
little north versus south action here to start off with an international flavor. Canada versus USA, Terminal City versus Arch Rival.
If you want to put in your feedback on how the game is going, we do have you can always take to Twitter if you hashtag Big O 2016 for all your social media, then we'll definitely appreciate that. Let us know how you feel as you do Twitter.
All the social media. So about to get back into action here. That is Annie Swanson on the line for Arch Rival.
I believe that's Maiden Sane on the line here for Terminal. Maiden Sane taking a big tumble to the inside line, but both jammers still in the pack. Got some nice blocking on the inside line by Cloak and Drag her.
Green Machine trying to help on offensively, picks up a back block. Meanwhile, Annie Swanson up front, now helped by Kayla Sieber, and that sprung her, so she got around the inside. It will be your lead jammer here for Arch Rival.
Maiden Sane thought she saw a bit of an inside line there, but she did get blocked out, and we've still got her trying to get through her initial pass as Swanson comes up for her scoring pass.
Annie Swanson doing a nice job attacking, able to split them up.
Arch Rival doing a good job of keeping the pivot away from Maiden Saint as well here.
Yeah, they're definitely isolating her now that they've picked up on the frequent star passes. So 5-point pass there for Annie Swanson, and another Terminal City blocker heads to the penalty box. So 4-on-2 pack advantage now here for Arch Rival. And Annie Swanson picks up 5 more before calling that jam off. That extends Arch Rival's lead. Looks like 123 to 18. About 6:15 to go here.
Swanson currently our jam point leader as she has put 35 points on the board for Arch Rival. Oh, no, sorry, Cupquake, as I'm just looking at it now. 45 points up there for Cupquake.
Cupquake, the beneficiary of a couple power jams granted to her by Terminal City.
We've got Moulin Bruise for Terminal City getting knocked to the back.
Harmony Killebrew is going to be your lead jammer again here for Arch Rival. The Arch Rival defensive rotation doing a nice job on Terminal City's jammers, not giving them a whole lot of room to work here.
We do only have 2 blockers on the track there. Harmony made quick work of that last pass. Sundown finds her with Eve Hollows coming in for a 1-2 punch. It's like the Joker and then the Skull and Bones coming at you. That's got to be intense. So Sundown able to put Killer Brews to start that pass again. And Mulan has now completed her initial pass.
Harmony Killebrews with 5 points there, calls that jam off. So 5 more here for Arch Rival. Closing moments of the first half.
Oh, we've got 10 penalties on the Arch Rival side, 18 penalties on the Terminal side.
So Brick Tater out there for Arch Rival. Nice move to the inside, yes.
Kim Jen also almost makes it through, and Red there for Terminal on the inside, but gets knocked through again as Arch Rival's coming up for their scoring pass.
So
she took advantage of her height there and kind of went right Red Rover style, like right underneath that arm block.
Jamheiser-Busch and Molotov headed to the penalty box for Arch Rival. So 3-on-2 pack advantage here for Terminal City. This jam comes to an end. And we have an overlay again. Yay! 141-18, 140-18, Arch Rival over Terminal City. 3:43 to go here in the first half of our opening game.
Yeah, I think Arch Rival's going to be quite happy with how confidently they've started this first period.
So 2-on-2 pack here, so a lot of empty space for these jammers to work, and it's going to be Aveda Perrone on the inside for Terminal City. Cupquake hot on her tail, though.
Exactly. We're going to have to see if Aveda is going to take the chance to try and get the points. Like what happened last time is that we were able to get 3 points out of that jam for Arch Rival's side. And again, that's just what happened here. Aveda gets caught up a little bit. Arch Rival able to pull in 4 points. So 4 points on both sides.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are, it looks like Aveda's looking to empty the penalty box. And she has both teams back to full strength.
Really fast moving pack here. Both of our jammers again able to come through with some points.
And now both teams shedding blockers again. Shimmy Hoff in the box for Arch Rival.
Aveda takes a little bit of a hit and does get knocked out to the outside again. She is the lead jammer for this jam. It looks like she might be running through this jam. Terminal finally able to hold Arch Rival up at the front. Cupquake getting pretty solidly stopped. Innovative tries, and our apex jump there doesn't quite make it, pulls herself back out, which does allow all of our arch rival blockers to come back onto the track. Both of our jammers struggling to get through this third pass actually here.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Terminal City perfectly content to run this jam the full 2 minutes. And it's worked out okay so far. I believe that both are about the same point total.
We're going to have to see how it comes out at the end of this jam of who's going to come out ahead, because I think we are going to run down the clock. Yep, that's the end of our jam. So it looks like we're able to get 4 more points for both sides.
Yep.
So equal points in that jam, but a full 2 minutes.
So Arch Rival currently sits at 152, Terminal City at 30. It's Annie Swanson on the line now for Arch Rival. I believe that's Bazinga on the jam line for Terminal City.
Indeed. Bazinga tries to go to the outside. Arch Rival tries to hit the inside.
Out of play called, and that makes Annie Swanson your lead jammer. Terminal City quickly falling back to try to play some offense.
Swanson makes quick work of that pass, so they are going to have to reform up at the front for that wall, which they are doing right now, but Swanson kills it. Bazinga still trying to complete her initial pass with a completely solid wall back there.
Terminal City with some nice defensive work. Arch Rival as well. Bazinga trying to find a line on the outside, not having much luck. Annie Swanson here working into turns 3 and 4. The Terminal City has to let her go, so 5 points there. A grand slam for Arch Rival.
Our Terminal City offense able to come back and squeak out a hole there for Bazinga, so she has completed her initial pass, but Swanson's just going to call it off because I believe that is our first period over.
That it is. So a strong first half showing here by Arch Rival as they currently lead 163-30 here in our opening bout of the Big O 2016. So we will have a 10-minute halftime, and then we'll be right back here for second half action.
The Arius Platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum, performance redefined.
I love teamwork when it comes naturally, and it's almost like your teammate is an extension of your own body. That anticipation, where you've worked cerebrally through strategy and skills, and suddenly you're out there in a game and it all comes naturally because you know each other. I love that.
I first went into Fast Girl Skates, it was like being a kid in a candy
I skate
shop.
on the Antic AR1 boot with Crazy Venus plates and add-on B-Rod wheels.
As I've grown as a skater, Fast Girl has also helped my skates to grow with me.
What's your favorite thing that you got at the store?
Probably my gear. I'm Double Banks, and I'm a Fast Girl.
I'm Vex Factor, and I'm a Fast Girl.
I'm a Salted Peanut, and I'm a Fast Girl.
And I'm from Jeremiah, and I'm a Fast Girl.
You can be a Fast Girl, too.
Skaters, lost your mouth guard? Hit this. Time for an upgrade? Hit this. New to Derby and not sure where to start? Hit this. We are Derby owned and operated with 6 years of experience. Hit This Derby Gear can hook you up with skates, gear, and honest advice based on your skating style and individual needs. Visit us at our store in Salem, Oregon, or online at www.hitthisderbygear.com. Whether you are a new or veteran skater, before you hit the track, hit this.
Hi folks, Scald Eagle here. Have you had a chance to take a look at the new Bonk Quadstar skate? The boots are ultra lightweight with no break-in period and are great for skaters with skinnier ankles. They also have a 100% Australian full-grain leather outer and a completely heat-moldable hand-laid fiberglass base. Get that premium performance without the premium price tag. Boom. Come over to the Bonk booth right now and check out this rad new skate.
At Roller Derby Athletics, we take the guesswork out of off-skate training so you can focus on being fierce. We help you transform your game without a lot of time or equipment. With 5 training programs plus all-star memberships, there's an option to suit every athlete. And we train skaters worldwide with high-quality video instruction and online support. At Roller Derby Athletics, we empower you to be safe, strong, and unstoppable. Want to see for yourself? Sign up today for our free Basics Builder program. Roller Derby Athletics takes the guesswork out of off-skate training, helping you become safe, strong, and unstoppable. Here's what skaters from around the world are saying.
Lots of great advice and things that helped me after I broke my ankle and had
I've lost 90 pounds and discovered my A game.
Love that site
and the
rehab
workouts.
has been amazing. It's really worth the investment in
Booty
programs.
Quake rocks. You won't regret the investment.
Want to see for yourself? Sign up today for our free Basics Builder program and transform your game with Roller Derby Athletics.
Hey, this is Dan from S1 Helmets. We're in the testing lab today testing helmets to see if they pass the Multiple Impact Certification Test. We're going to be testing 3 helmets today. There's a soft foam helmet with EVA foam and a terry cloth liner. There's a hockey helmet with triple density EVA foam. The S1 Lifer helmet with EPS Fusion foam. All 3 of these helmets are marketed as multiple impact helmets. We're going to test all of them today and see which ones actually pass the test. The multiple impact test is when we drop a helmet to achieve a velocity of 4.57 meters per second. This simulates a 10-mile-an-hour impact or a 4-foot drop. The same helmet is tested 3 times in the same location. The helmet must reduce the energy pulse to under 300 Gs each time. Anything over 300 Gs can result in a traumatic brain injury or a severe concussion. In summary, the soft foam helmet with EVA foam and the hockey helmet with triple density foam did not pass the multiple impact test. The S1 Lifer helmet with EPS Fusion foam did pass the multiple impact test.
A lot of very impressive people in roller derby. This was definitely a proud moment for me, wearing the black, white, and red.
I care about this thing more than I care about any other article of clothing in my wardrobe.
This represents to me like 7 years of
like, you know, blood, sweat, and tears.
Glitter is fun and hardcore. I've learned that it's hardcore.
My uniform is always in pristine condition.
My truck is purple, my shoes are purple, my underwear are purple.
It takes a lot of drive and a lot of passion to keep going in roller derby.
Sometimes when you play roller derby, you're just kind of like, why am I doing this? This is so weird.
I just can't imagine that I'd get more kicks like playing golf than I do hitting a you know? Feels good.
My name is Rachel Rotten.
My name is Midge Wilhelm.
I'm Fifi Nomenon.
I'm Jackie Daniels.
My name's Steph Maney.
Hi, I'm Scald Eagle.
And S1.
S1.
S1. S1.
S1.
And S1 is part of my uniform.
A clear path through the pack almost never exists. So we fight and make our own.
It's going to take a quick. Right? I think we are back. Welcome back to the Big O. Welcome back to the Big O. We are going into our second period here of Arch Rival versus Terminal. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Dr. Jenny Fever.
I'm Star Spangled Hammer here with second half action. About to get underway here as the teams begin to line up.
If you are just joining us, we do have a lead on the board here for Arch Rival as they finished a really strong first period. I think it's 163-30 as our first score for Arch Rival. Few jammer penalties, a lot of blocker penalties hanging out in that first period. So let's see what the second half is going to bring us, because here we go.
Yep, Brick Tater starting for Arch Rival.
That is Maiden Sane, who is our lead starting jammer here for Terminal.
Brick Tater is out first and is your lead jammer. Maiden Sane with one to beat.
Brick Tater making really quick work of that pass as she is setting up now here. Oh, beautiful work. She just like, again, Red Rovers her way up to the front, gets herself the points and calls off the jam. No penalties.
So that takes Brick Tater to 38 points for this game. Cupquake leading for Arch Rival, leading all scorers with 57 in that first half. Swanson with 46 as she takes the line here for Arch Rival. Mulan Brews, it appears, out there for Terminal City.
That is Mulan. Big pile up on that inside line as both of our jammers get caught up in that blocking. There we go, our two teams getting separated out here. Up in the front, that is Terminal trying to block out Swanson.
If you're just joining us online, arch rival in black, Terminal City in red.
Mulan makes a big shot up the front, but Smarty McFly giving her a little bit of work, but nice lead jammer there. Status for Mulan and Terminal. First blocker penalty of the game for the second half is going to go to Sundown as we're now 4-on-3 in the track as Swanson completes her initial pass.
And again, much like the first half began, we have a power jam here for arch rival.
Big hit there from Palmer on the inside. Just sent Swanson back to do that again, but we only have two Terminal City blockers on the line. That's Big Shot and Palmer, and they do have to let her go. So another 5 big points on the board for Swanson. She's got to be happy with her point count in this game.
So pack starts to speed up a little bit as Terminal City looks to slow down Annie Swanson's scoring opportunities.
All of our players now back on the track. A big hit up to the front for Swanson, but the blocker who hit her out also went out of play, so she just kept on going. Good track awareness there for noticing that and not having to pull back.
Yep. 5 points there for Terminal City.
This is a full 2-minute jam as Mulan was your lead jammer, so now we are going to play for the 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that points just got caught up. Wasn't sure if Mulan was going to get a cutting the track penalty right at the back there, but she looks like she was able to avoid that. So we are going to start the next jam with all of our players on the track.
Yeah, an empty penalty box. We have not seen that very often this game.
I do like it. We do have one Terminal City blocker already with 6 penalties as we go into this jam, to this second period.
So that is Harmony Killebrews out there for arch rival.
That's Kim Jana in red for Terminal. Nice work for Harmony Killebrews. She comes out as your lead jammer here for arch rival, and looks like a star pass. And Scarlet Bloodbath is now your jammer for Terminal.
We saw that a lot out of Terminal City in the first half. The quick star passes after not attaining lead jammer.
Scarlett trying to make quick work of that track, but she is not quite able to put any points up there on the board. I'd like to give a really quick shout out to Radar Wheels. We do have, for all of anybody who's coming here, we do have a Radar booth, so you can visit the Radar booth and register to win a free set of wheels, a set of the all-new Radar Halo wheels.
Some interesting wheel technology coming out of Radar Labs right now. Those new Halo wheels look pretty sweet.
Yeah, they look beautiful. And that is Aveda Perrone in red for Terminal, trying to find her way on the outside. Makes a quick move to the inside, but so does arch rival.
Yep, that is Cupquake out there for arch rival. Smarty McFly cycling back.
Aveda with a quick little move to the inside line comes out with your lead jammer for Terminal. That's at least 2 lead jammers here for Terminal in this period. Looks like Cupquake getting recycled really far back by Palmer, and Aveda with a quick move to the outside. Nice work. She's able to get herself 5 points. Terminal blocking really on point here for this jam. A beautiful jump there puts Aveda with another 5 points. That's 10 points.
Yeah, arch rival a little sleep at the wheel there a little bit, not guarding that inside line at all.
Yeah, I think they were definitely trying to help Cupquake get through that pack and didn't see Aveda coming. She's tiny.
Yes.
So there we go. Cupquake able to put some points on the board. She's made it through the pack. And Aveda also with 4 points for Terminal. That was a really quick pass there for Cupquake, putting in some more points.
Shimmy Hoff on the way to the box for arch rival. So 3 blockers apiece as Cupquake tries to jump that inside apex, gets knocked out, has to cycle back. Another scoring pass completed for Terminal City here as they come on strong here early in the second half.
Yeah, Terminal City doing a nice push in the front. You can see them go by. We got some Terminal fans and Sammy the Salmon out there. I know that is one of the people, everybody back home in Vancouver, that's you might want to take a drink if you get a shot at Sammy the Salmon. It's a bit early, but maybe everybody in St. Louis
It's never too early.
Agreed. That's why I like you. So as we go into the next jam, Arch Rival is sitting at 192 points. Terminal able to put some points on the board here in this jam. They've been no jammer penalties yet. She says questioningly. And we are going into a timeout now. So a timeout has been called for Arch Rival. That is a little bit better, for we haven't had as many penalties so far yet in the second half as we had in the first half. I'm fairly certain that that was what the talk was in both of these circles in that halftime.
Especially jammer penalties. A lot of jammer penalties, really for both sides. Got to clean that play up here as the weekend goes on. That's a thing, 3 games per team, roughly,
yeah,
give or take. So it's a long weekend, 1 game each day.
Terminal City's next game tomorrow is against Minnesota, I believe. Our high-scoring jammer for Terminal City is Aveda Perone with 35 points, and our high-scoring jammer for Arch Rival is Cupquake in with 65 points, but Swanson right behind with 59. So both of these jammers already having a fantastic tournament.
So Brick Tater out there for Arch Rival, quickly grabs lead jammer.
Made Insane, your jammer here for Terminal City, has just made it out of the pack. About half a track behind. Oh, wow! Jumps, pretty much just jumps over Eve Hollows, trying to do a booty block there and gets the points. That was beautiful. That was some good style points. I'm going to give you 1 Jenny Fever style point there. Keep track of them. They'll add up at the end of the game, end of the tournament. So we are going to start this jam again with all of our players on the track as we have our penalty timers getting a little bit of a break. Maybe they drink some water. They're working hard. Kim Jana is your jammer here for Terminal City. She tried to find that inside line, get quickly knocked out to the back. And I believe that is Swanson for Arch Rival. Our pack getting really separated out here as Terminal's going to have to let her go, and she does become the lead jammer. So lead jammer for Swanson as Kim Jana just now gets out of the pack as well.
So you're mentioning Terminal City's Saturday opponent, and Arch Rival will be playing Rat City tomorrow.
Yes.
So that should be a fantastic match.
I love Rat City.
So Arch Rival reaches the 200 mark here early in the second half. Up big over Terminal City. And Harmony Killibers now on the line for Arch Rival.
I think that's Mulan on the line there for Terminal. Oh, nice.
Harmony Killibers with such good lateral movement, just jumps right over to that inside line and gets through.
So Harmony Killibers in now for her scoring pass as Mulan Bruise. Oh, Mulan Bruise and Killibers. This is the Bruise lineup.
Yes.
I like it.
Meanwhile, Chublanca being sent to the penalty box for Arch Rival. 4-on-3 pack advantage in favor of Terminal City. Oh, big hit there. Right as Harmony's calling that jam off. So it looks like 3 points there on that pass.
Big hit there from Scarlet Bloodbath, but it looks like that was a clean hit, so that definitely worked out in their favor as that jam was then called off.
So our Tribal now down 2 blockers, Kayla Sieber and Chublaka sitting in the penalty box right now. Terminal City at full strength. Shimmy Hoffa and Shira Powers out there for our Tribal.
And that is Aveda Perone. Again, in red for Terminal City. Aveda Perone comes to the outside, makes a quick move, takes a bit of a trip, but she is your lead jammer.
Cupquake out there for our Tribal, 1 to beat and does.
Inkshot tries to get in front of her and slow her down a little bit as she starts her scoring pass. As Aveda takes a giant hit from Shira. Both of our jammers now completed a scoring pass. It looks like that's going to be 4 points here for our Tribal and only 3 for Terminal in that pass.
So our Tribal blockers re-enter play.
Oh, and here's probably what Aveda Perone was looking for. And we did try to get an apex jump, but that got blocked in. So Aveda now 1 lap ahead. We've now got our Terminal blockers trying to come in and clear up the wall to help out Aveda. Again, our Rival getting Cupquake getting pulled out to the outside. Both of our jammers starting their pass again, and Aveda sneaking through on the outside line. That is 5 points for Terminal.
40 seconds left in this jam.
Aveda probably hoping she's going to make it through again as Cupquake still being held out, but we've had a star pass here for our Rival.
Kayla Sieber, who does quite a bit of jamming in local league action for our Tribal. A big bruising jammer, Kayla Sieber. And that jam comes to an end. 3 more points for Terminal City.
I think that was 3 more points there for our Rival as well.
Nice.
So our Rival able to take advantage of that star pass and get their pivot up to the front.
17:53 to go here in the second half. Our Rival up 215 to Terminal City's 77. It's going to be Bricktator on the line now for our Rival.
That is Made Insane jamming in Terminal. Bit of a stumble on the outside line there for our Rival, but she is out, followed quickly by Made Insane.
Yeah, Made Insane just took the same line right through, right behind Bricktator. Now we're going to have a little bit of jockeying for position here.
Made Insane tried to do a little bit of a punch there, but it looks like our Rival was able to get ahead and pull in some points to 2 more points for our Rival, and 0 on the board there for Terminal.
Yeah, it looks like she got the trailing Terminal City blocker and then the ghost point for the blocker in the box there.
That's Griffith who is in the box right now for Terminal.
Wait a minute,
She's at 5.
What is this business? They're at the pivot line. What's going on here? It's old school derby all of a sudden.
That is old school. That's Kim Jana in red.
Swanson bounces to the outside and is your lead jammer for our Rival.
Kim Jana takes a quick toe to the outside and pulls herself back as Swanson able to catch up and start her scoring pass. Kim Jana completing her initial pass. Our arch rival up there trying to clear up that wall. They ride her Swanson right out to the outside line, and she calls it off as Kim Jana pulls up to the back of the pack. So nice work there for Arch Rival, bringing them up to 222 to 77 for Terminal.
Yep, if you're just joining us on the World Wide Web, it's Arch Rival in black, Terminal City in red.
This is the first time that these 2 teams have ever met up in sanctioned play. Lauren Order. That's a great ref name. Dun, dun. I hope she says that every time she gives a penalty. Dun, dun.
Should definitely have a sound effect for it.
Exactly. Hey, Moulin Bruise out as your lead jammer here for Terminal City as our... Oh, nice little spin there at the end. That does put Harmony Killer Bruise into a scoring pass as well.